Welcome back to Houston Life. Horses, wagons, and cowboys. It is definitely rodeo time in Houston. And the trail riders are on the move and headed into town as we speak, Tessa.
Yes, and did you know for more than 40 years, Molina's Cantina has catered a fajita lunch for the Valley Lodge trail riders on what's called the Champagne Trail Ride. Why? Because, of course, these trail riders are known to eat very well all along that route.
Wow, that looks delicious. So today we are celebrating both rodeo trail riders and National Chili Day with a Tex-Mex twist on a cowboy staple, chili con carne. Joining us now is the co-owner of Molina's, Ricardo Molina. Welcome back to Houston Life, Ricardo.
Thank you
so good to
much.
see you.
Thanks for having us.
Tell us how this tradition began, because we know a bit of the history of your family's restaurant. 1941 established. Your family and your grandparents specifically made so many sacrifices to get it off the ground. But for 40 years, Molina's has been catering this special lunch for the trail riders. How did that begin?
Well, some good friends that live in Valley Lodge, which is out past Simonton, they needed a lunch, and they called us, and we started doing it once, then we did it twice, 3 times, and then you look up and it's been like 40 years. We've done generations of these trail riders on this Thursday before they go to Bear Creek Park. We feed them out on I-10. They don't exactly rough it.
No, it's not roughing it. You keep the chili warm, you keep the queso warm for them. Hey, and you know what? It's not always great weather. Talk about some of the different conditions you've had to cook for these trail riders in.
Well, anybody that's been doing the rodeo for any time in Houston knows that it can be beautiful, it can be cold, it can be rainy.
Yeah.
You just pick your poison. It can be windy. Windy's probably one of the worst for us. We had to move it to a covered arena one time. It just rained so hard. Sometimes we just freeze to death.
Yeah.
But they
you
do
get it
too.
done. You get it done.
All part of the
Gotta do it.
Well, today we are talking specifically about National Chili Day. Chili con carne, as we established, it's a tradition for so many people, especially right here in Texas. What makes Molina's chili con carne different?
Well, we use an old recipe that we've used forever, old family recipe. You use a good quality ground chuck, 80-20, which refers to the beef and the fat content. You have to have some fat in there or it's bland.
That's
It's not
what I
good.
say. I
Not
always say
good.
that.
We don't just use chili powder. We make what we call chili paste, which is a poblano pepper, sun-dried to become a chili ancho.
Okay.
Look at
Then
that.
we clean it up, and there you have it. And then you soak that in warm water for an hour or so, and it'll get meaty again. We grind it up in a meat grinder and get
And you
the
get
chili
this beautiful
paste.
paste right here.
It will stain you. It'll stain your clothes. It's kind of a mess when you're making it.
Okay, well, that's why we let you make it, Ricardo.
Yeah, exactly.
And your phenomenal team. So do you want to show us how it's all put together? How do you serve it at the restaurant?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Tessa knows how to do
I
that.
got
We
you.
had a lesson
Yes.
earlier.
Yes.
This is just a bowl of chili. Right here we have tamales covered with chili. We have enchiladas covered with chili. And then Derek is a pescatarian, so Joseph yesterday, manager at Bel Air store, made what he's calling chili shrimp.
Ooh,
That is so nice.
I'll try that. Thank you, Joseph, for doing that.
There
That
we
is
go.
so lovely.
It's-
And is it true that the chili con carne at the restaurant, it was originally served on spaghetti? Is that true?
That was an option. We've got some old menus, and it says a flaming dish on a spoon, I think is what they called it. That was back in the 50s. And I asked Dad about it years ago, and he says, well, the white folks, they had bad teeth, and so they needed that's what they could chew. And I don't know if that's true or not.
Sounds like something a dad would say, to be quite honest, okay?
Those white folks. Wow.
Dad's still around, so y'all can ask him.
That's
But
awesome.
We just
I'm
use
putting all the
the
toppings.
same flavor profiles for your dish, which is black pepper, Mexican oregano, comino, little chili powder, salt, and then we put some cayenne in there for the heat aspect. It doesn't change the flavor like putting in jalapenos or something.
Okay, but you can add these. Do you include these additional fixings like on the table? People can add as much as they want.
People can add as much as they want.
Well, I bet that, and I love that you don't shy away from the crackers. Some people, they are like so stuck up. I'm like, may I please have a saltine? That's what chili goes with.
That really is.
Thank you.
And then there's the big debate. Do you put beans or no beans?
Ooh.
Why is that?
What
such
is
a
the answer? Yeah, like why is that so controversial?
I don't know to tell you. It's kind of like gumbo. It's kind of like spaghetti sauce. Every cook, if you go to a chili cook-off and you have 110 teams, there'll be 110 recipes.
It's so true.
The other one's tomatoes. Do you put tomatoes? No tomatoes. That's an absolute no.
No tomatoes.
Beans are optional.
Beans are optional. Do you put beans in?
No.
And you don't put tomatoes in?
Absolutely not.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is like an old school like recipe. You said Cowboys on the Trail. This was like Cowboys invented the chili con carne.
I believe it's a Texas, yes, it is a Texas dish, absolutely. You can cook up big pots of it. It's actually better if you cook it one day, cool it, keep it, go back the next day, rewarm it.
Because those flavors, all those spices develop even more, huh?
They get to know each other.
The
so
shrimp
good.
is fantastic, and I love that it's black pepper, Mexican oregano, cumin, chili spice, cayenne, and salt.
I love that he brought
Simple, pure
margaritas.
ingredients.
And a margarita.
And a margarita. Ricardo
Cheers to
Molina,
you.
thank you so much. Cheers
bet.
to you, and congrats on 84 years in business.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Tex-Mex, my friends.
Salud.
Salud.
Now, while I get this salt all over myself, I want you to know we've already shared Molina's chili con carne recipe on our website. So if you want it, you want it, HoustonLife.tv, just check the Scene on HL section. I'm like smacking my lips. I'm like baby Sophia when she likes something good. She's like,
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
great.
we accidentally switched margaritas too because yours is half empty. Whoops.